Watch.
Yep. The first time I met you, it was actually with Sheryl Crow, and I heard you laugh, and I thought, did that just come out of that little tiny body, you know?
I know.
And no, but it's one of those things where you meet someone, if they laugh like that, you instantly, you go, oh, you're like, I love them, you know, if they laugh like that.
Okay.
Well, I heard you laugh when you walked in. I was like, here she comes. Hear the laugh? That is the laugh. I imagine with your schedule, you know, that you really must rely, besides Tony, on some form of a honey line.
I grew up in a family of women. My mom has 9 sisters. I have 3 sisters.
Right.
My sister had 2 girls. Like, there's only feminine estrogen energy in our household, and so I've come from a long line of women who just get it done. But growing up, I realized nobody did it by themselves. My mom had all of her sisters. I had my sisters. And being in LA, I have Sisters of the Heart, which are my best friends.
The other women that are on the show with you, have they created sort of a work, you know, professional honey line for you? How does that go? Because you guys have all gone through so much together.
When we started the show, I was the young baby, little inexperienced one, and they had all had hit shows, and they had all been through it. And so, you know, Marsha was the first one that was like, your life's going to change. She's been kind of like the warm friend that you can always just go to. And Felicity is an amazing human being. She's great at giving advice. Nicolette's the crazy good time one. She's the one that's like, okay, let's go. Let's get a drink. Where are we going?
I know what you went to college for. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Kinesiology.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
What, I mean, it's kind of interesting that you're married to I mean, when I read that, I thought, oh, that's interesting.
Growing up, I was in sports, and I played every sport, and I was obsessed with sports. I went to college and studied sports medicine and sport injuries, and I wanted to work for like a sports team, and totally into it. And there was a scholarship pageant available at my school. I entered it, and then I won it. It was a beauty pageant.
Right.
And in that prize package also was a trip to LA to come be in an acting competition. And I was like, yeah. So I graduated college, and then that acting competition was right after that, and I came and I won it. Literally, I've never acted in my life before I did this acting competition. And then that happened, and I was like, I'm gonna stay here. It's beautiful here, LA. I called my mom and I said, send my clothes.
You did the soap opera, and then obviously when you got Desperate Housewives, it seems like it happened
quickly, but but not. I always say that. You know, when I came to LA, I did extra work for like 2 years, and then I just went to auditions, and then I had 1 line, and then I had 2 lines. My goal was to be on a soap opera, and so once I was on the soap, I was like, oh, okay, so what's next?
Let's just talk about your character for a minute. She, you know, she's been brought forward about 5 years. You've got, you know, 2 kids. They artificially put weight on you.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at you right now and I'm not seeing it.
I know. Well, I have a fat pad.
When they came to you and said, okay, we want you to do this, what was your reaction?
I thought it was a really great chance for Gabrielle, the character, to evolve to something more than the superficial person she was, even though that was so much fun for me to play, too.
Right.
You know, because I'm actually exact opposite of that. I mean, I could care less about a lot of things Gabby cares about.
Yeah.
Gabrielle Solis.
Yeah, no, I know. I know. I'm nothing like you, Gabrielle.
Right. And so, but recently I've been getting a lot of fan mail going, please go back. We're tired.
Get hot.
Get hot again.
Isn't that funny?
Thank God.